as a human, I think you would agree that you're not going to put attention on something that you don't have to, right? So if there is that weird work meeting or something like that, and you know that you don't really have to pay attention to it, you'll sit through the meeting and you'll stare at them, but you're going to zone off in your head, right? Now, that's not everybody. That is a majority of people. If that's not where your attention wants to be, you're going to struggle to put your attention there, correct? Okay. Now, let's play this out just a little bit further. By constantly trying to stop every bad thing from ever happening so that it doesn't happen to you. Honestly, like that's how we pass laws and things like that. You scare a person into thinking, oh my God, this could be you. And that's how you get them to vote so that they do what you want them to do, is you make them think that they're protecting themselves. Now, here's the backfire of this. We've now created a world where you have to have everything labeled and all of these things, and there's stop signs are here and everything's there. And you've created a world where people have a hard time paying attention through things because they're like monotonous for them. So people are half-assed paying attention when they're driving because it's the same routine back and forth to work. They know this pattern. So now when you're creating things like the reverse roads that have during busy hours, it goes southbound versus northbound depending on the flow of traffic for helping stop congestion from what is that? Rush hour traffic. Okay. Rush hour traffic only moves in one direction, because the only reason that we have rush hour traffic is because our economic system has you having to live and work in two different places, because your living place needs to be underneath what you make so that you can afford to live. So now we have to have people commute. We also have to make these roads bigger, because instead of filling up the empty buildings or houses and things like that, we just expand into new territory and blow things up and make it even bigger. So then instead of having to travel to the next town over, you have to travel 3 towns over, because the next town has 17 empty buildings within and throughout the whole entire thing. And we didn't put anything in there because nobody can afford to be put in there, because it's all on an economic system instead of logic based. So now you're actually causing people to unintentionally kill themselves and put themselves in more harm, be more frustrated. Because you ever seen those kids in school that had a hard time paying attention, not because they couldn't understand the things, but because they were just a little too advanced for the stuff? That's what you're creating. You're not creating a bunch of idiots. You are creating a bunch of people who are in fact smart, but too lazy to focus on all of the things that you already worry about for them. So I tried to keep it under 3 minutes. It wasn't.